Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Beth, the Red Cross Stitcher. Welcome. I appreciate you spending some time with me today. If you are also on social media, you can follow me on Instagram. I am Red Cross Stitcher there as well, so I'd appreciate that. If you like what you see, would you please subscribe to my channel, like and share my video and comment and do all the things we do here on YouTube? I would appreciate that as well. Today is Friday, May 17th, 2024. My channel is primarily about cross stitch with some quilting and sewing, crochet, knit, a lot of different crafts that you'll see here on my channel. So just pull up a chair here in my studio and let's get started. First, I want to say thank you all so very much for the outpouring of love and support for my son Taylor, who is deployed. You all know, if you've been watching my channel, he was deployed overseas about a month and a half ago. So he's a month and a half into a 6-month deployment. His wife Eileen and their new baby Jonah are here patiently waiting for him to return. But I appreciate all the love, all the prayers. I've even had you all continue to reach out to me and tell me. I had Vanessa Flame Fingers reach out, and she said they pray for Taylor every evening at dinner, and I appreciate that. Thank you so very much for taking your time to pray for my son. I do appreciate that, and his family. Thank you. That just, my heart is overflowing with just gratitude and just, oh my gosh, that's so special. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So what's been going on with me? I had intended to do a tutorial and release that before this Flosstube, and I just did not have the opportunity to get that done. I have been also helping out with baby Jonah occasionally. I had a quilt retreat that I had went to. I'll talk a little more about that later. And just things going on, I did not have the opportunity to get that filmed. And we are getting ready to go on vacation next week. I am so excited. We are headed out west. Not quite 2 weeks we'll be gone, but we're going to see the Grand Canyon, to see Zion, the Grand Tetons, to Salt Lake City. We're going to go into Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and go to Yellowstone. So I'm looking forward to it. We are going to fly into Flagstaff. We're going to rent a car and kind of work our way around. And then when we come home, we'll fly out of Jackson Hole, Wyoming. So I am so excited about that. So just some good stuff, going on. But if I can get a tutorial filmed between now and when we leave, I will. If not, it's just, we'll have to wait until I get back. But just know that I am going to do more tutorials. Definitely, I enjoy that part of it, and I hope that you all do as well. So what have I been working on? I am so excited to show you. I have 2 fully finishes. One is a new start and a fully finished. One is a finish I had shown you before, and I have it fully finished. And just some of the pieces that I have been working on. So I'm going to go ahead and start with, and I did not pull the chart. I totally blanked on that and didn't pull it. But this is, I'm going to try, I should have pulled myself closer. Land That I Love by Teresa Kogut. Now, you can see it's flopping a little bit in the frame. My husband has to put the little pieces in it behind the frame, and then I'll finish it off with some craft paper. But there it is. Oh my gosh, you all, I love it. I ordered the frame from Hobby Lobby. I went in and they measured and ordered the frame for me, and I mounted it. I pin first my piece to foam core, and then I lace it. So let me hold up so you can see the frame. It is a beautiful color. I thought I was going to go with a gold, but then ended up going with this when I saw it. So that is my finish. This is Teresa Kogut, Land That I Love. I stitched this on 36 count Barb's Brew, called for floss. And I did do some personalization here in the strawberries. You will see a few names or initials that I did. My husband served in the Air National Guard, Alan, and my son, as you know, Taylor, is currently deployed. And I put in several other initials in there, so of my family who have served. And let me take this opportunity to say, if you currently have a family member serving, or you have a veteran, I want to say from the Honeycutt household, we appreciate you. And not only do we appreciate you, but we appreciate your family, because that's a sacrifice. A lot of times people don't realize how much of a sacrifice the family does, and I appreciate that. So the Honeycutt family wants to tell you and your family, thank you for their service and sacrifice to our nation. Thank you so much. And also, I forgot to say too, happy belated Mother's Day to all of you mothers. I appreciate you too. Being a mother is the best and most rewarding job you'll ever have. And it's great. So happy belated Mother's Day as well. All right, the second thing I worked on, I'm on a Teresa Kogut kick, I guess. I am in Teresa Kogut's Patreon. I am level 4, which I think is a true blue whimsy. She had released her May, I believe this was May, yes, Patreon charts that she releases, and it was it was called He Dwelt Among Us, but I'm not positive. I just have the chart printed. There was not a cover page that I printed, but I stitched it. I stitched this on, I think it's a 28 count mushroom, 2/2. I used 3 DMC colors, DMC 30, DMC 930, DMC 926, and DMC 830. And there is my finish. I love it. I already have it hung up, so love, love, love this one. So I had started that one and finished it. Of course, it's text, so it didn't take that long, and got that one done. The colors that she had chosen were different. I did change my colors. I wanted it to be more in that blue family, and back maybe 3 floss tubes back, I had finished, well, more than that, because it was my New Year's Day start by Blackbird Designs, The Winter Is Past. And I really love those colors in there. So I pulled 3 of the colors that I had used in that chart to use in this one. So that was my other one. Okay, I am still working on the Scarlet House, Charlotte Frost, 1846. I love it. Love, love, love it. I am using the called for fabric, which is 37 count corn tassel by Legacy Fiber Arts. I am using DMC with the exception. It was charted for DMC or NPI. I am using the NPI in the red. And let me see if I can pull this thread back so you don't see it on the front side. So it's not dangling, but of course I can't. I can't find it. I have my contacts in, you all, and I cannot see. It's just going to have to be as closely with my contacts as I do with anything else, with my glasses. So just ignore this thread. But that is where I am. So I have this portion, let me see. Yes, this side is completely done, and it's mirrored on, I have to start putting clips on my pieces, and it's mirrored on this side. So I started filling in this grass little by little. I have 1, 2, 3 of the 6 sheep done. But I love this, love it. So before I am allowing myself to move into that house, the only over one is the verse. I am going to get more of that grass done. That's the goal, is to have some more grass done. Then I can reward myself with the house. And I did at least get all the flowers filled in, because on land that I love, that was the last piece that I had to do. And let me tell you, I don't want to do that again. So when I started this, I told myself, start doing the flowers as we go. Do so many flowers and then come and do something, because I don't want to have to do all that at the very end. Okay, I started Wreath Swap 2. I am doing this one there, the Patriotic. This is by Stitching with the Housewives. And this is done on 32 count, beautiful beige. And I just have already cut up all of my pieces. So they're all ready to go to do all of the re-swaps. And there is my start. I am using a mixture of overdyes and DMC. I think on this I am using Ribbon Red, but the others are DMC. So that's where I am. I should have brought my board in here. I have a square board. I did not stitch the HME. I bought wooden letters from Hobby Lobby, and I glued those on the frame, and then the O, which is what I'm stitching, that I stitch it and mount it on foam core, and then I put a piece of fabric that's coordinating with it on the back. So that gives it the pop of color, but it is in a square frame. So really, those are pretty quick and easy to do. Okay, the next one I am doing with my friend Diane, who is Be a Blessing Stitcher on YouTube. We started a Mother's Day sal, which is a stitch along. So we wanted to do the Proverbs 31 sampler by Plum Street Samplers. So here it is. beautiful. So I am doing mine. I want to say it is Moonstone is the name. And I don't know if that's a fiber on a whim. I can't remember. When I bought it from the cross stitch store, she didn't want to give me a tag. So I had taken a picture of it. I can't find the picture. It's not in my pictures. So I have no idea what it is, but I am using all the called for colors, which are a mixture of Classic Color Works, Weeks Dye Works, and DMC. And it is a 36 count. Like I said, I think it's Moonstone. And I typically start upper right corner. So that's where I am. That's what I have done. Not much, but I do have a start. And I will put the hashtag in the description. I'm going to say, I think it is PRVBS 31 Mother's Day Sal, and no apostrophe in the S is what we decided to do. And so again, I worked a little bit on it on Mother's Day, and I haven't picked it back up since Mother's Day. But that is what I have worked on from a cross stitch standpoint. And I don't have any cross stitch haul, but let me show you a couple of plans. I know I talked to you all last time. I wanted to continue to work on Charlotte Frost, and I wanted to work on When Flowers Blossom by Brenda Gervais. I cannot find that. I have no idea where it's at. I think I'm going to have to go through all my bins that I store my pieces in to see if it's gotten put in the wrong place, because I can't find it. I have no idea where I have put that. I do want to get that one done. So again, my same goals are, I want to finish Charlotte Frost. I would like to work on When Flowers Blossom if I can find it. And then I do want to start something new. Like, I know everybody talks about that. I don't have a ton of whips. Maybe 15 to 18. Less than 20, I would say. But I kit my pieces up. So most of you who watch me know that. If I get it, 9 times out of 10, I go ahead and get it kitted. And then I store the kit with the floss, the fabric, everything that I need, with the exception of scissors. I don't put a pair of scissors in every one, but it's ready to go. So all I have to do is pull it out and take my scissors and things like that with me, and I'm ready to start a project. So I would like to start a few more. I don't necessarily want it to get out of control, but it's also sitting in my bins ready. So what I don't want to do is get so many that I am never finishing anything. That's what I don't want. But I don't mind starting quite a few and having multiple that I can choose from. Because, you know, when you come home, if you've worked or whatever it is that you're doing, and you start working on something and you're just, for whatever reason, it may have been you might have had to frog, you just out of season and you're not into it anymore. It's so nice to have multiple things going, or multiple options that you can pull from. And for me, it's not just cross stitch. I can go into quilting, or I can go into garment sewing, crochet, or knit. And I love that, because there's times crocheting hurts my wrists, so I might not be able to crochet, but I could potentially cross stitch. And sometimes it's cross stitching, or it's I'm not able to quilt. So, but I've got a variety of things that I can do, and I really appreciate that so very much. But here are a few things that I want to start. First and foremost, Debbie sent me the Prairie Schooler piece, and I do not have that pulled out. I want to be able to stitch that. That's one. I'm already gearing up for a little bit of Christmas. Even though it's May, I'd like to get a few pieces going of Christmas. So here are the plans, some of the ones that were in my plans for 2024. So I want to pull out and start. So the first one is Blackbird Designs, All Joys for Thine. And I have this one kitted with 36 count L. I picture this plus. And there are the called for floss. Now, saying this, if you remember me talking time before last, I had started Blackbird Designs Agnes Pratt, and it was a picture this plus linen I was using, and I was complaining that I could not get my needle down in that, and that was so frustrating to stitch on. This feels so stiff to me. I am hoping that I can. I know several of you gave me yeah, it's very stiff. Had given me some suggestions, either rinsing this with some fabric softener and getting some of that sizing, that stiffness out. Some of you had suggested using a ballpoint needle, which I do have, and I haven't even pulled that one back out to try it. And it's not the fact of that the holes are too small. It is like it's been perforated to me, and then you can't, it's like partial perforation, like it's been perforated, but it's not all the way through. Now, I haven't started this one, so this one may not be like that, but I am sure hoping it's not. I just want to be able to get my needle through that. That's one. I also want to start Christmas Rules by Primrose Cottage. I didn't pull that one out either, so that may be one as well. This one is Plum Street Samplers Yuletide Delivery. I like this one. And I have this one kitted with the DMC floss, and this is a 36 count vintage homespun by R&R. Let's see what it called for. This called for Vintage Country Mocha. So, but I'd like to start that one as well. So we'll see by the time my next Flosstube rolls around which one that I end up starting. But I want to be able to take something that I can travel with. So I need to see, so it may not be the All Joys for Thine, because I'll be on an airplane, I'll be in a car, and so the lighting may not be very good, and I want to be able to take something with me that I can see pretty well and not have any problems. Like the one I did of Teresa Kogut's on that 28 count, that was perfect, and I was only using 3 colors, which made it very easy. So, I might do something like that. I don't know. I need to rethink that and really think through what I'm going to take with me. Okay, the next thing I have worked on is my crochet blanket. So I had bought the pattern from the wool thread paint. It's called the GEM, GEM blanket, like a stone, the gem blanket. And I am, when you buy it, you can buy the chart online, which is what I did, a PDF download. And I just bought several colors of yarn. I am using Bernay, and I am using Yarn Bee by, Yarn Bee is Hobby Lobby. So I'm not using like expensive yarn in this, because this is probably the largest Afghan I've done that's not been like a repeat stitch. So here is the blanket. Let me see where my front, I've got it marked, and my back. Now, the next, when you see this, my next round is attaching 40. I've already got them all made. So I finished those last night, and now I have to attach it. I attach it in a continuous join. So I'm only having to weave in 2 ends, the end that I when I start, and when I come back around to meet back up that piece as well. So here is what it looks like. So you've got 9 granny squares here in the center. This one was attached together using the continuous join. And then you did so many stripes around it. Then you made, I think there were 32 of these granny squares, and attached that in a continuous join. Then you did so many more rounds of clusters. Now I'm going to be attaching, just so you can see it all, I will be attaching the granny squares now, starting down here, and they go all the way around. And then there are a few rounds left. But I love it, you all. Oh my gosh. And I love the colors. You know, when I did it, I wanted to do some bright, cheery colors. I wish that I could have found a real pretty red and a navy, but I couldn't find that either in the Yarn Bee the Yarn Bee yarn I was using, based on the weight of it. So I can't remember I think it's the baby Yarn Bee that I'm using. It is a weight, I think these were all 2 or 3 weight. And I wanted to kind of keep that all together, so I could find a red, but it was a different weight, and I didn't want to mix that, and it looked weird. But anyway, there is my crochet blanket. So again, I am super, super impressed with this. I want to do this one in red, white, and blue. You saw on my earlier videos, I was making a red, white, and blue crochet Afghan, and I still haven't finished it. I was making all the granny squares and ended up not finishing that, but this may be something I use it for. So very excited about that. And then we had a quilt retreat. Through our quilt guild, we did a sleep in your own bed retreat. And that was so much fun. We did a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and we stayed during the day, and we got to leave our stuff in the facility and come back the next day to work on. So this is the quilt that I worked on while I was there. This is Fat Quarter Shop Rolling Stone, I think it's Rolling Stone Medley if I'm not mistaken. It is a Rolling Stone block set on point. I used Riley Blake, My Mind's Eye, in Heirloom Red for this this quilt, and I used a I think it might be snow background. So the background that I set it on, I used that. I used the light in the fat quarter bundle to do the square and square and do around that. So I did that and used those. I repeated, there are 12 stones, 3 by 4, and each block is repeated twice. So I move them around and try to get the depth perception right with the really darks to the lighter reds. But I really like that. So I need to get this quilted and get this bound. So that will be on my to-do list. I still haven't sewn any. I'd cut out a pattern for my granddaughter Ellie, but I don't have it to show you what I've done. So I've started that, and the only haul that I have is fabric, and I've already cut it up. So I told you all last time, quilt-wise, I was going to work on the Alaska Star. And of course, the pattern's over there that I can't get to. It's by Adita Sitar of Laundry Basket Quilts. And these are the colors that I'm going with. The tans, the creams, it's really, I intended it to be reds, creams, and tans. So the red has, I think there's 4 different reds. This is the darkest. And then it goes to the lighter. I think this is the light one. But I've made I'm almost completed 4 of block 2. I think you make 4 of every one except one block. So I've got 6 made. So I'm getting there slowly but surely. I'm getting there. And then I had some happy mail and happy deliveries, I'll say. So Nancy, who is in our quilt guild, gave me this bag. Isn't that precious? And it's got a little closure here. It's like a magnetic closure. And it is lined and has 2 pockets on the inside and a pocket right there. That is just beautiful. So she gave me that. Thank you, Nancy. She is a darling, darling lady. And I don't know who you are, but I want to say thank you so much for thinking of me and sending me something. So I got a package in the mail from Barefoot Needle Art in Surfside, Myrtle Beach. And it may have been when I was at the quilt retreat and on my way home, my husband said, "You got a package in the mail from Barefoot." And I said, "Well, I haven't ordered anything." He said, "Well, you've got something here." And then he said, well, I don't know if he said something else that made me think maybe it was a newsletter. Because I said, well, if it's an envelope, it may be maybe a newsletter or something. And he said, no. He said, it's a package. So, and I got to thinking, wow, did I order something that was maybe on back order? But I didn't. And somebody either went into the shop or called them. And they sent it to me, and it said, "A gift for you from a friend," and sent me a little sticky note. And you all, again, I know I've said it, we don't realize what our words and our actions, something like this do to people, or what it did to me. It touched me in so many ways. But they sent me some floss drops, and you see the American flag little charm on it, and they're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And that just made my day, coming home to that, and just to know that somebody was thinking about you. I appreciate that. So whoever you are, I thank you. You made my day. Thank you so much. Thank you. Then my sweet friend Diane, Be a Blessing Stitcher on YouTube, sent me a package, and I'm gonna get it all out. She's just so sweet. I love her. She and I have become good friends, and I just feel like, you just so honored to have her in my life. So honored. And just, she sent me this beautiful card. So pretty. And it just touched me. It touched me so. Just so blessed. And let me get all my pieces. I got this. It is a solid wood piece. And it says always stitching. And it has the bee on it, y'all. And again, I've said before, my last name is Honeycutt. Don't know if we have any lineage on my husband's side of the family to beekeepers, but I love bees because of that. And our name isn't even spelled H-O-N-E-Y. Our name is spelled H-U. But I still love this. Look how pretty. I mean, this is a gorgeous piece. It's got the little feet on it. It has a magnet, so you can put your scissors. This can hold your orts, and the top, you can put your needle. And you can just set it by your chair that you stitch in. So pretty. She also sent me, oh, and let me tell you where this one is from, because she included this. It is a sign of interest. Let me hold up the card. I hope that's coming across. And I got this with the bees on it. It is a scissor key. Put your scissors in, and magnets there, and it closes so it keeps your scissors protected. And then she bought these from Team Egner for me. And again, look at the charm, you all, with the little bee and the honeycomb. Oh my gosh. Those are beautiful. So pretty. And then this one, let's see if I can have it where the ring light is not in it. Sorry. I had to turn the ring light on because of the, it's so cloudy. That, and this little bee charm and the cross. Just so nice. I mean, just to think about me, again, I just love her. And that's so sweet. That was from Diane, and again, just beyond blown away. And then I got a card from Kara. Oh my gosh, my sweet friend Kara. She sent me this beautiful card. And sent me some floss. Cardinal Weeks Dye Works. Love it. I love it. Kara, thank you so much. Just again, what she said in here, oh my gosh, just touched me so. And again, just the fact of knowing how much that you all are praying for my family, and just again, the love and support. I appreciate it. And the gifts, just wonderful. But thank you. I appreciate it. And I think that's all, because I don't have anything to show you sewing wise. I'm looking to make sure I don't have anything else. I don't believe so. So I'll continue, like I said, working on Charlotte Frost, if I can find When Flowers Blossom. I'd like to put a few more stitches in Proverbs 31. So join us, join Diane and I, and PRVBS 31 Mother's Day Sal. It will be the hashtag, and I'll put that in the description so it's correct. But join us. Yes, we would love to have you join, even though it's after Mother's Day. Just join us, and stitching with friends is the very best. So just join along with us. So who have I've been watching on Flosstube? I've done a little bit of watching. I have watched Shelly, Antique Needleworkers. I've watched Christy and Callie, Floss Boss and Cousins. Who else have I been watching? Curious Crafters, Carolyn and Anna. I have watched Stitching with Jane and Julie, Running with Scissors, Stitching with Jane and Julie. I've watched them. I have, let's see, Tara Sullivan. I've watched her. Sully Stitches is her YouTube. And I have been going back and even watching some of the old YouTube videos from either Lori Holt or ones like that, and going back and even watching the crochet versions, since I've been crocheting and doing this blanket. I've been watching those. So, but go and check them all out. Again, Diane, Be a Blessing Stitcher. Check her out as well. And I appreciate you spending the time with me today. I am hoping to be back the weekend. Maybe it'll be the first part of the week. So it may be, definitely will be, it'll be about 3 weeks or so before I can get back. If I can get something filmed before we leave for a tutorial, I will. But again, thank you so much. I appreciate you spending the time with me. I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful day. And I won't see you again before Memorial Day. So take the time to just be thankful for the great country we live in, for all the people and the families who have sacrificed so much for our nation. And I encourage you to lift them up in prayer if you want to send them packages. I know you can contact your one of your local bases to see if where you can send something to and get a list of what items that they need and what can be shipped. That would be great. But you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Talk to you later. Bye.